Hey everyone. Yesterday I told you I was doing a study on the Red Sea rules. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it today. Prolonged periods of pain and pressure. Sometimes we go through prolonged periods of pain and pressure, trapped by circumstances, hurting and afraid, facing impossible odds. Some circumstances are beyond our control. We fall into a world of worry. Worry is putting question marks where God puts periods. Do you really trust God? When you are in a difficult place, realize that God has either placed you there or allowed you to be there for reasons perhaps only known to himself. The same God who led you into that place will lead you out of that place. God knows the way, even for the moment we do not. I talk to you guys all the time about us being finite and God being infinite. And if we're trusting God, God's timing, God's plan, and God's purposes, we can't see what God is doing in the moment or in the day, the month, or 3 months, or even down the road. That's what faith is. We just have to trust that whatever He's doing is for our benefit. Even though we're uncomfortable, we don't like it. It's for our benefit. And maybe it's not for our benefit, it's for someone else's benefit, for us to help someone later on. And it's hard to comprehend because we're human and we have emotions. But later, when we understand why we went through what we went through, it was for our benefit. Sometimes it's to test our faith. Sometimes it's to make us stronger. Sometimes it's to learn a lesson. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's a choice we made. We are responsible for the things that God has given us. Our homes, our children, our finances, our job. And you are to be a good steward of the things that God has given you. Think about that one. Are you being a good steward of the things that God has given you? Sometimes the choices that we make gets us in the situation that we are in. I'm going to repeat that. Sometimes the choices that we make gets us in the situations that we are in. Be it a relationship, be it a credit card, be it our eyes, the lust of the flesh. Oh, that looks pretty. Yeah, I think I'll buy that and I'll put it on like a 4-payment plan. And then something happens. My grandpa would say, is it a want or a need? Wait a week. And if you really have to have it and it's still there and you have the money, and I'd always say, dang it, because you knew if it was on sale, it wasn't going to be there. That's what I would say. Always say, but it's on sale. And if I wait a week, it's not going to be there. And he'd say, yeah. So those are some things to think about. Because with the way the economy is right now, Credit cards are making it easier for people with the way the economy is. Well, sure they are. Sure they'll give you a credit card right now to help you out in a tough time, right? 0% interest for 15 months or 18 months or whatever it is. But when that 18 months is up, guess what? It's 26% interest. So whatever you decided to put on that credit card is going to be a problem in 18 months. Life's choices can get you in a pickle. We have to think about remember the what would Jesus do? What would God have us do? Sometimes our difficult situations are our choices, not God's choices. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.